Hi, it's Andy Mangels, and welcome to day 467 out of 500 songs. It's Comedy Day, and this is a vaguely not safe for work song, though it only has one naughty word in it, repeated a lot. So send the kids out of the room, or put your headphones on. This song is a parody of the Saturday morning interstitial animated shorts that aired on ABC from 1973 to 1985 and again in 1993 to 1996. The musical clips would teach kids about themes of grammar, science, economics, history, math, and civics. With catchy songs and by making the videos funny, kids learned the basics of the song much more easily than even some schools could teach. Now, in 2001, drag queen comedian Varla Merman recorded her latest one-woman show in New York City, releasing it as an album called The Very Worst of Varla Merman. The man behind Varla is the very hairy bodybuilder Jeffrey Roberson, but Varla Jean is a brilliant and talented songstress who bears more than a hint of Anne Margaret in look and style. In this song, which parodies 3 Schoolhouse Rock tunes, she imagines a slightly more adult version of them. And if you listen closely, that's Sirius XM host and Broadway pianist Seth Rudetsky on the piano. Well, every person you can know, and every place that you can go, and everything that you can show, you know they're nouns. A noun's a special kind of word, it's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing. Well, I knew a girl who worked on 42nd Street in Manhattan. She did what she had to do to make ends meet. A customer refused to pay, so her boss stepped in and saved the day. Oh, I knew a girl who worked on 42nd Street. Well, every person you can know, like a hooker or a John or a pimp, and every place that you can go, like a cheap motel or the bottom of a dumpster, and everything that you can show, like panties or a pimp's knife, you know they're nouns. You know they're nouns. I went looking for my friend Miss Mary Jane. I went to the park and someone whispered her name, Mary Jane. I paid that man who heard my plea, that he grabbed my hand and said, come with me. Oh, I went looking for my friend Miss Mary Jane. Well, every person you can know, like a Rastafarian or an undercover cop, and every place that you can go, like to a park or a jail, and everything that you can show, like a dime bag or a badge, you know they're nouns. You know they're nouns. I knew a girl who met a man in a bar. He said he'd take her to France and make her a big star. I never saw that girl again. They found her floating in the river Seine. Oh, I knew a girl who met a man in a bar. Well, every person you can know, like a desperate girl or a seedy Frenchman, and every place that you can go, like to a dive or the bank of the Seine, and everything that you can show, like fake credentials or a snuff film, you know they're nouns. A noun's a special kind of word, it's any name you ever heard. I find it quite interesting. A noun's a person, place, or thing. Yeah, a noun is a person, place, or thing. What do you say? What do you say? Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Looking up words and phrases and cocktails. Conjunction, junction, how's that function? Well, I got 3 cars and little lady, it never fails. Now, and, that's an additive like gin and tonic. Now, but, that's sort of the opposite. Like, I'll have a large screwdriver, please, but no orange juice. And then there's or, where you have the choice of a well brand or a top shelf brand, if someone else is buying it. Conjunction, junction, how it's your function. A medley, ladies and gentlemen, is any two or more songs slapped together. This is a medley. Now Thomas slept around his old wife, and that was hard to swallow for his wife. So she baked a confection laced with a lethal injection, and Thomas ate it shouting some interjections. Shit, sweet pea, this smells good. Shit, this tastes like shit. What are you trying to do to me, woman? Interjection. Shit, show excitement. Shit, or emotion. Shit. They're generally set apart from any sentence by an exclamation point or by a comma when the feeling's not as strong. So when you're happy, shit, or sad, shit, or frightened, shit, or mad, shit, or excited, shit, or glad, oh shit. An interjection starts a sentence right. Interjection, oh shit, show excitement, shit, shit, or emotion, shit. Hallelujah, shit, hallelujah, shit, hallelujah, shit, hallelujah, oh shit. That's the end of the song. Yeah. Well, shit, that was a lot of words, very, very fast words. I hope you enjoyed that and that it didn't taint your knowledge of nouns, conjunctions, or interjections too much. In fact, with the destruction of the Department of Education yesterday by the orange shit goblin who is in charge of this country at the moment, that may be the best kind of education that kids are going to get in the future is reruns of Schoolhouse Rock. Well, I guess it could be worse. They could be learning how to read from the shit goblin's speeches, which aren't even English. Anyhow, that was day 467 out of 500 songs, which means I have 467 songs up on my YouTube page. And you can listen to them in any order, or you can listen to them in curated playlists. There's even a comedy playlist. All I ask of you, shit, is that you hit the thumbs up button, that's the like button, shit, on YouTube. And that you maybe leave some comments, hit subscribe, and shit, you could share it with your friends. Because that's how I grow an audience. Shit. Now, I'll be back here tomorrow with a potpourri song, and this one just happens to be a lullaby. As with some of the other lullabies, it's one that my mother used to sing to me when I was growing up, so it'll be a little bit different and a chill-down moment from some of the excitement that I've had over the last week. I hope you'll be here to join me and hear it, and maybe it'll help chill you down a little bit. In the meantime, as you go about your day today, remember to use nouns, conjunctions, and interjections all appropriately. Shit! See you soon.